Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, I see even Canada is in the house. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much, Mark. It is always nice to see exactly where everyone is tuning in from before we get started. This is a global business, right? And isn't it nice, right, that right now you are able to have business partners from every corner of earth? Isn't it amazing, right? At the very same time, we are speaking to someone who is in Canada. At the same time, there's someone in Kenya in here, and you are all the way in South Africa. Give a round of applause to technology, making things happen, making magic happen, right? So ladies and gentlemen, welcome wherever you are tuning in from. My name is Ubongiwe Dlamini, as I've just mentioned. And I am a mom, I am a legacy builder, I am a person who is always out and about looking for a way to making sure that when I leave this earth, as the Bible says, you need to be leaving wealth that is enough for 3 generations deep. So when I say I'm a legacy builder, I'm looking for things that are aligning with that, right? That are aligning with that vision, right? So I'm always looking for opportunities that are going to make sure that when I leave, it's not just money that is just, my children that are enjoying, but I am able to leave enough money and enough wealth for generations to come. Right. So that is my vision. That is what my core plan is. So for the longest time, I have been looking at thought leaders, people that are living a life that I desire. And one thing all of them had in common is that they were talking about passive income. They were talking about the power of being able to work smart, the power of being able to send your money to work. Right. And for the longest time, gentlemen and ladies, for years, I was just like, what are they talking about? How is it possible? Because I've been investing, with my favorite bank. I've been investing with my favorite, investing companies. But let me tell you something. The money that is invested there has not been anything that I can sing about, nothing that I can be excited about. So I've been looking and thinking, where is this passive income that they're talking about? And as time goes on, this conversation got deeper and deeper because everyone was just saying, the laws of making money, the rules of making money keep on changing. And it is irresponsible of anyone to keep standing still. And passive income came up again, and I started searching and I started looking. And I am a huge believer that whatever it is that you're looking for, it is looking for you as well. Whatever you are seeking for, it is looking for you. So you need to be in alignment. So that is the reason when QZ Asset Management, right, when it landed here, and I heard of it, and I was like, that is it. This is what I've been looking for. Because why? What you are looking for is also looking for you, right? So let's talk about QZ Asset Management before I get too deep into it, right? QZ Asset Management is an asset fund management company all the way from China, right, that has been making it rain, that has been successfully running an asset fund company for the past 10 years, right? On my slide here, you see China, Hong Kong, Japan, Malaysia, and very recently, South Africa, right? So this is a company that has been that has offices in all these different places. And just recently, about close to 3 weeks ago, we opened our first office in Africa, in South Africa, in Durban, right? So in 2017, they sat down and they decided that, you know what, we have been doing really well in Asia. It is time now to think global. It is time to expand. And that is the reason we are all gathered on this call right here. We are a product, or we are fruit of a decision that was made in 2017 when people were gathered, when the board members, everyone was gathered, and they were like, it's time to expand. Where to now, right? And that is the reason South Africa has been born. That is the reason why Ghana has been born, why Nigeria has been born, why Eswatini has been born, because they have decided that not to keep a good thing only in Asia, but it is time to now expand. Let's talk about asset management companies. What exactly is an asset fund management company, right? Here in South Africa, we've got local companies that we already know of that are asset fund management companies. I'm going to drop some names. Your Old Mutuals, your Sanlams, right? Most banks have an asset fund management division. So these are companies whose sole job is to make money from your money. Right? You're coming in as an investor and they're making money from your money. Isn't that exciting? Right? Imagine that you're working in a place where money has been made. So their job is to take bulk investor funds and go out there and find creative ways of making an interest with that money. And then they come back and they share that interest with you. They share a slice of it with you. That is what an asset fund management company is, right? So if you're walking into your bank and there's got an investment platform, that is exactly what they're doing. When you're walking into Old Mutual or Sanlam, that is exactly what they are doing. You are walking in as a client and they're saying, okay, cool. So you are saying you are wanting us to take this $20,000 and we are going to make money from it. So here is our period, whether it is 2 years or 5 years or 10 years, whatever it is agreed on. And then after that time, you are receiving interest from the amount of work that they have done, right? In most cases, they diversify, right? They will invest in properties, they will invest in stock, company stock, they will trade, cryptos, they diversify and they get different ways of being able to do this, right? And then they come back and that is how they are able to keep their doors open. That is how they're able to, have lights on and have employees on. That is, in very simple explanation, what an asset management company is. QZ Asset Management is no different. That is what they've been doing for institutional clients for the past 10 years, right? So you walk in and you say, I have this amount, and they creatively, make more from that, and they give you interest, right? So that is what an asset fund management company is, right? Without us going any further, it would be irresponsible of me not to give you a second to make sure that you are taking a photo of this risk disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I am a broker with QZ Asset Management, and it is your responsibility to verify all the information that I'm about to share. In fact, I insist on it, right? I insist on you making sure that all bits of information that we are about to journey together with, you double check it and you talk about it, right? So now that we've spoken about what an asset fund management company is, you are probably thinking, okay, Bongi, why are we so excited about this Chinese company if already locally in Ghana, I've got my own local bank that my mother has been banking with, that my grandmother has been banking with, or already I have my own investment company, Old Mutual, that we know, since I was this little. Why are we excited about QZ Asset Management? We are excited because they are able to give us interest that is really much better, right? I think currently the most that most banks are able to give you is about 7% per annum, right? If you have been investing, you will know that that's hardly even enough to buy a pair of shoes, right? At the end of the year, you are thinking, oh my goodness, what has been the whole purpose of this? Because the interest that I have just received from this amount, it's not really that much. It's not life-changing. You are not able to sit down and say, okay, with this interest, I'm going to be able to, go take my family on a holiday. I'm going to be able to pay off a credit card, pay off a debt. You're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to reinvest and into your business or something like that. The interest has not been that significant unless you're coming in with chunks of millions, right? Currently, what is the offer on the market is not that lucrative. So that is the first thing. That is why we are very excited. But let's be very sober-minded. Why is it that QZ Asset Management is able to give us a little bit more than our bank, our local investment company, right? Now, every successful company has what we call a competitive advantage. Right? Every successful company has that thing that puts them as leaders in the market, right? I always love talking about Coca-Cola, because Coca-Cola is also a global brand. You know, in the beverage industry, that is a brand that is leading. There's other brands, you know, that sell things that are similar to it, but you always know that Coke, you know, it's the brand. Why? Because they have positioned themselves as leaders in that industry, right? Every successful company will have, you know, a couple of tricks up their sleeve that puts them as leaders in the industry. So QZ Asset Management is also able to offer us more because of two competitive advantages. I like calling it their secret spices, right? The reason why they're able to give us a little bit more is, number one, where they are generating the interest, and number two, how they are generating this interest. Let's talk about the first, where, right? When we said that most local asset fund management companies diversify, we spoke about property investment, you know, we spoke about, you know, putting in crypto, you know, putting in stock. QZ Asset Management does not diversify. They have decided that they are going to hit one place and hit it very strong, right? So this company is trading stock. Company stock. So we are not a property investment company. We are not a crypto company. We are not a Forex company. We are a company that is trading company stock. What kind of stock is it trading? Because also the markets are very diverse, right? They are trading stock that is called the SP and 500, right? So the SP and 500, ladies and gentlemen, is the top 500 listed companies in the American Stock Exchange, right? So I like calling them the cream, the best of the very best, because you are taking a bite of companies such as your Apples, right? Your Amazon, Johnson & Johnson, Disney World, right? So these are the companies that this company is playing at, right? The ground is already fertile, right? I was excited when I started doing my research about SP500 because, you know, when you are going to digital era, as much as it's advisable for you to always invest and go into there, but we also know that crypto, you know, and Forex can be very, very volatile. You know, 1 minute you are winning and things are, you know, you buying private jets and Diamond Walk has been open for you, and then the next minute you're homeless. It happens. It's a very volatile industry. So I was excited when I looked at the SP500, and one thing it's going to tell you that in the past 100 years, it has not dropped for more than 30% in a single day. What does this mean? It means stability, right? So I really loved it. And it also makes real sense because, I mean, if you're looking at companies such as your Amazon and your Apples, you are looking at companies that already are very, very rich in resources, and they are very rich in leadership, which is the correct ingredients to make magic in any company's success. So that's the first place. Where are they making their money? They are making their money by trading in stock. The second part, how are they doing it, right? So again, our local asset fund management companies, they have very intelligent people called fund managers, right? If you're going to Old Mutual right now, you're going to find an intelligent fund manager whose sole job is to make sure that they are looking at the markets, right? They are deciding how much to put where, right? They are deciding where to trade, how, you know, all of those. QZ Asset Management decided and looked at all this, and they said, you know what? We are not going to have any part of this. We are going to have artificial intelligence, right? We are going to have our own robots called the BDAI, the Big Data Artificial Intelligence, and its main purpose would be to trade in the SP500, and trade for us in the markets, right? Ladies and gentlemen, humans are amazing, but one thing about humans, we all know that we as humans, it's human nature that we are going to make mistakes, right? And mistakes in business, they cost money, right? We are emotional, you know, someone could cut you off on your way to work, and then you have to sit down and make an important decision. What's going to happen? You are going to make a mistake, right? And mistakes, they cost money. We've seen in the news how just one simple mistake made by a hedge fund manager and retirement funds worth millions is lost. So they decided, you know what? We are going to have our own artificial intelligence, and this robot is going to trade for us. And this robot has been so amazing, and it has won so many awards before. its main purpose is to make sure that it is fetching information and making trading decisions on our behalf, right? And the wonderful thing about this trading robot is that it doesn't only look at the technical issues, which is the market share, how much, when to sell, but it also looks at the fundamentals, right? What are the fundamentals? It's things that are happening around the market, right? Here in South Africa, a couple of years ago, our President Zuma, in one day, our rand went down the drain because he just decided to wake up and fire all his co-workers and rehire again. So those are fundamentals. COVID, that's a fundamental. The war in Russia, that's a fundamental. It's things that are happening around the market that do influence what is happening in the market. So this trading robot is able to fetch technical data and also fundamental data and make trading decisions within a millisecond, right? As we are talking right here, decisions have been made, right? When to sell, where to buy. So that is their secret ingredients. So when we're talking about the competitive advantage, those are the two competitive advantage that when I looked at QZ Asset Management, that is what they possess. Where and how, right? Let's move on. So credibility. Whenever we are talking about money, ladies and gentlemen, it is irresponsible of us not to do our checking. Remember, I said, in fact, it's vital that you check everything that we are going to speak about. I'm giving you homework right now, right? This current slide. All right, the person that has invited you on this presentation, ask them to show you how to check on the government gazette the registration of QZ Asset Management, right? So this is the company registration. You are going to find that this registration has been standing for 10 years. One of the first things that made me look at QZ Asset Management was the fact that it's from China. Guys, if you understand the regulations of China, you would be also just jumping in because that country is highly, highly regulated, right? So a company, not only to survive, but to strive for 10 years in China, it already means that it has been jumping through hoops, and it already means that, it passes a lot. So this is the registration number. You are welcome to go ahead and check. Now, still on credibility, our strategic partners, when you're looking at financial companies, there is no way that a financial company will be an island. It doesn't happen. Financial companies are not islands, right? So I was excited again to see that QZ Asset Management has made sure that the association as companies that are already having a global footprint, right? We are audited by KPMG, right? And as we are expanding, legal and compliance is done by Dentons, right? But the most important is the liquidity providers. These names make sure that we are all sleeping well. I was about to say like a baby, then I remembered that only people that have never had babies say sleeping like a baby, because babies don't sleep, right? So these names, ladies and gentlemen, are the reason why, I have invited my friends, I've invited my family, I have, people that are very close to me are investing, and I am able, to sleep soundly because we have partnered with global giants. These are the liquidity providers. When you are looking at liquidity providers, you are talking about JP Morgan Chase, Barclays, right? ICBC, the Bank of China, China Construction Bank, those are our liquidity providers. Every single time, guys, when you're thinking liquidity providers, let me just explain what their responsibility is. 3 things. The first is that they provide liquidity, right? QZ Asset Management is not a bank. They can't hold so much money. So every investor fund that comes in goes into what we call an escrow account. That is an account that is managed by all these liquidity providers, meaning that QZ Asset Management can not take out money and say, okay, we are going to trade with this money without the liquidity providers agreeing so. So every time QZ Asset Management says we are sending this much to the market, they are saying this, they are sending all that money. Liquidity providers are there policing all those funds on our behalf, right? So that's the first, right? Another
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I believe our co-host is having some challenges with the network. I think we should just give her a moment, a minute, and let's see if she is coming back. But she was really flowing. She was looking at the credibility of the company. She was looking at the liquidity providers. She was also looking at the fact that QZ Asset Management is also compliant legal-wise, ladies and gentlemen. And we are truly excited to hear that, because these are one of the things that we normally look into before we get into, committing ourselves in anything to do with investment. So it's very much important as well to make our due diligence. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, if you can go on YouTube, you can go on Google and check all this, you're going to find them there, because our company is more than 10 years old. I'm speaking like this, hoping that she will show forth. We will see her sharing the screen. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. As we are continuing, I'm going to request that you still invite more people to come into this Zoom meeting. We are still at the early stage, ladies and gentlemen. There's an opportunity for all. And I'm hoping that she is making it. If I can get an indication, if I should continue, or she is coming back. If I can just get that indication, ladies and gentlemen, that I should continue where she has left off, or she is coming back. My leaders, if you can assist me in that regard, while some of us are still telling people that, hey, we've got a wonderful, powerful company here. Sustainability is its name, credibility, it's its nature. And ladies and gentlemen, profitability, it is exactly what it is. What matters to them, to us rather, matters to them, ladies and gentlemen. So if I can get an indication from our master host, I'm actually waiting for our wonderful presenter. Wow, she was just flowing like that. She was just flowing like that. I was just following. Okay. All right. I believe she will indicate as soon as she comes back. I will definitely know at this moment in time. Let me rather continue where she has left off, and I believe she will definitely indicate once she is back, ladies and gentlemen, as I'll be sharing right away my screen. Let me see, ladies and gentlemen, if I am able to share my screen quickly. All right, there I am. I'm sharing it, and I'm going to just go to the slide where she left us. All right, I believe she was here. Let's check quickly. We already spoke about our QZ Asset Management and the disclaimers, and as well, this was where she was at. She was looking at the liquidity providers. I love the way she explained the safety. This is where we get assurance, ladies and gentlemen, that QZ Asset Management is not a bank, and because they are asset management company, definitely they do have liquidity providers who are making sure that our funds are being used as QZ Asset Management is saying they are using them, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got police here. These ones, the Barclays, the JP Morgans, we call them our police because they are those bot people who are making sure that the money is being traded as it is said. However, behind every beautiful business, behind every beautiful vision, there's a driver. And in our case, we've got a wonderful, wonderful CEO here. He's a professor, Professor Blake Young. Ladies and gentlemen, some of us saw him, touched him. We even took pictures with him when we were launching in Durban, ladies and gentlemen, the other day. And oh, wow, most of the people, they thought these are clones on Zoom. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to tell you that we do not have CEOs of the PDF, the ones that we only see on PDF. No, these are real people, ladies and gentlemen. He is a chartered financial analyst, level 3, and he has doctorate in economics from London School of Economics, and also he pioneered in Finance Award at the Shanghai FinTech Summit in 2019. Our CEO, ladies and gentlemen, spearheaded QZ Asset Management's remarkable growth, 2,000% over 6 years. You can imagine 2,000. I didn't say 200% profit. I mean 2,000% profit, ladies and gentlemen, over 6 years. And we can see as well that this leader of ours, he has been featured on the magazines. Hey, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Blake Young is his name. He has been featuring on the magazines, and you know what? He's specializing in this big data, artificial intelligence. So now I just love the fact that they say big data. We know of data, artificial intelligence, but this one, it's a big data, artificial intelligence, because they are doing big, ladies and gentlemen. They manage big assets for big people like me and you, for big companies, ladies and gentlemen. So QZ Asset Management, their proprietary market leading analytic program deploys billions of market trading data in milliseconds with an ultra high adoption rate under any market situation. Did I just say under any market situation? Yes, under any market situation, ladies and gentlemen. And they are awarded 2019 Shanghai FinTech Leadership Award and awarded 2019 Korea Outstanding Contribution to Artificial Intelligence Technology. This is our CEO. In 2019, he was already awarded, and today is 2023. So in other words, we can trace him back to 2019 when he was still doing well with his artificial intelligence, ladies and gentlemen. And when coming to the product suite, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that the thematic investing in stock indices, right? This is what they trade, the stock indices, ladies and gentlemen, and they deploy their PDA technology with a robust risk management approach in both direct equities trading and stock indices allows them to achieve their primary objective of generating momentous growth in a sustainable manner. Sustainability is the word that we want to hear. As much as we can be in different businesses, but for as long as they are not sustainable, we are not safe. But this one, ladies and gentlemen, there's definitely sustainability, and that's what we want. We want something that we will go on and on and on with, ladies and gentlemen. So the Standard & Poor 500 indices, which are S&P 500, is the best single gauge of large cap US equity and captures approximately 80% of the available market capitalization. Trading the S&P 500 with our big data artificial intelligence technology allows us to hedge our risk, maximizing gains while reducing exposure. Can I repeat that? Maximizing what? Maximizing gains while reducing what? Exposure, ladies and gentlemen. And we can see on this beautiful chart of ours here that is telling us the experience of our BDA, ladies and gentlemen. Most of the people, when they look at this chart, they begin to think that, there are losses. Of course, in every trading, there are losses, but you can see during the pandemic here on our chart here, you can see that the market was not really doing well. The green, what do we call the green graph can tell us that the market was not doing well because now everything was just going down there, ladies and gentlemen. But as you can see, our red graph representing our BDA, ladies and gentlemen, it has been doing well throughout, even during the pandemic. I am telling you, even when everything else was going down, our BDA, big data, artificial intelligence technology has been doing well and making profit. Hence, 2006, or rather, let me put it this way, 2000% profit throughout for the past 6 years, ladies and gentlemen. I am loving this. I am truly loving this. And this is our CEO, the professor himself. Ladies and gentlemen, let us look at his achievement awards, right? The highlights here. We can see here on 2019, he actually attended this Financial Technology Innovation Forum. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we are being told here that there were over 300 professionals locally and abroad in this event, ladies and gentlemen. And as well as we continue going to the next slide, all right, it does not want to move. Okay, there we go. We also see the very 2019, there was a Shanghai Financial Technology Innovation Forum, and Mr. CEO Blake here was invited among the panelists. You can imagine, ladies and gentlemen, that he was invited among the panelists, and it's because of his experience. He is known, ladies and gentlemen, to be smart in this thing, to be knowledgeable, to be even educated in this thing. We've got a CEO who knows his story, ladies ladies and gentlemen. He was also awarded, ladies and gentlemen, with FinTech Leadership Award and as well FinTech Individual of the Year Award in 2019. That's our CEO. I am so excited about this, ladies and gentlemen. And the 8th China, ladies and gentlemen, 21st to 23rd June 2019, there was an International Financial Exchange Expo, which is a Golden Fair, where our CEO featured with more than 100,000 visitors who attended the expo, ladies and gentlemen. You can imagine, when was that? In 2019, and we are now in 2023. QZ Asset Management is from France, ladies and gentlemen. And as well, there were more than 300 journalists from more than 90 mainstream media locally and abroad to cover this 3 days event, ladies and gentlemen. Our CEO was there. I am loving this. I am loving this, ladies and gentlemen, because we know, ladies and gentlemen, that most of the companies are not traceable. They emerge now and disappear tomorrow. But this one, we can trace it back to 2019, even before 2019, where we see here there was a big data artificial intelligence conference and the annual QZ event held in Guangzhou. More than 1,000 investors and employees invited there. I'm loving this, ladies and gentlemen. Pictures never lie. Hey, and there was an award presentation for outstanding managerial associates who have completed QZ financial management training. I really love this. So there's a trainings, ladies and gentlemen. There are trainings that took place as well. These people, they're also educating. In any case, 2019 Artificial Intelligence Expo Korea, QZ Asset Management showcases its BDA technology at the AI Expo Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, the showcasing is when you are demonstrating what you are using, right? You come with your own product and you show them. It's a show and tell. So in other words, this is not magic, but there is something behind it. And our CEO was showcasing the BDA here. And I am so excited to announce that even in South Africa, hey, come June, they will be showcasing the BDA, and you call all the Thomases to come and witness our BDA, the one that prints money for us, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited about this as well. He's busy getting the awards, ladies and gentlemen, for contributing outstanding contributions in this technology, ladies and gentlemen. I can imagine probably during the interview or during his submissions, they noted that this man knows something. This man is powerful. This man knows his story, and for his contribution, he was awarded. And this man is the one, ladies and gentlemen, who is our CEO, ladies and gentlemen. And as well, 2019 QZ reaching out South Korea, China, and international event held in Seoul, attended by more than 1,500 investors and employees from around the world. We can see, I love the fact that pictures never lie, ladies and gentlemen. Our Professor Blake Young showcasing his talent and calligraphy skills to the delight of the audiences. I can't wait for Johannesburg, I'm telling you. And the awards again for those who did the financial management training, ladies and gentlemen. So now QZ Asset Management, creating value beyond wealth. Not just value, but it's value beyond wealth. Some of us are here for the purpose of wealth, but they wanna create value right beyond wealth, ladies and gentlemen. And they are saying to us, grow your wealth and achieve your financial aspiration together with QZ Asset Management. Some of us are the owners of proof of what QZ Asset Management is saying already, ladies and gentlemen. Our 4th month, some of us and our financial lives have already changed, ladies and gentlemen. What matters to them matters to us. What matters to us matters to them. And permit me to put it this way: what matters to you matters to us. And now, what is more important again, as you are an investor in QZ Asset Management, please take courage. Be encouraged, for I've got good news for you. We've got dual benefits and 0 losses in QZ Asset Management. Oh, you have to be in this company for you to experience, I am telling you. Now, when you speak of dual benefits, number one, you need to understand that QZ Asset Management will match your investment dollar for dollar, right? Let me make an example. When you speak of dollar dollar for dollar. You bring your dollar, your $1, and they match it with another dollar. So you're no longer having $1, you've got $2. You brought one, QZ Asset Management brings the other one, and they call it dual AUM, dual asset under management, ladies and gentlemen. And all BDA trades are executed with dual asset under management, effectively doubling all profits. Do you realize that you brought your $1 as an example, they bring in their dollar, and now they trade $2, whereas you brought $1 as an example, ladies and gentlemen. How safe is that? With zero losses. There are no losses at all. And most of the people, they love saying, no, there's no way that there might not be losses. I'm saying there are no losses with QZ Asset Management. You don't believe me? Try us. Come, try us. I'm telling you, with a maximum stop loss of 50%, the DAUM, which is the double asset under management, ensures that your capital is 100% protected in the event of any trading mishap. Now you are getting the reason why they are matching your dollar, right? You have brought your $100 as an example. They bring their $100. Now we've got $200, and they put the stop loss at 50%. What is the 50% of $200? It is $100. So now that means now it is their $100 which is at risk. Yours is safe. That is why we are saying zero losses, ladies and gentlemen. And apparently there has never been a time where there was a loss of 50%. Man, we are safe indeed. You can see on my right hand side here, there's an illustration of dual asset under management, ladies and gentlemen, which is 200. In other words, you brought one, they bring the other, and it's 200. Then your capital is 100% protected. Go take that money that is sitting in the bank doing nothing. Bring it to QZ Asset Management. How are you going to bring it? You just register with the link of the person who invited you tonight into this group, into this Zoom meeting, and then you decide how much do you want to come into the business with. Now, the minimum that you can come in the business with is 100 USDT, right? 100 US. Remember, they are BDA. I remember when we met them during the Zoom meeting in the early hour, in the early days of QZ Asset Management. We were asking a lot of questions, and apparently the minimum that they can allow us to trade with was 1,000. Speak and say, you know what, we are here. Some of the people are not working, recovering from the pandemic. How about you go low? I said, all right, for your sake, because we are still coming into the market, we shall definitely start with 100 US dollars for the purpose of people to just taste what we have. And indeed, ladies and gentlemen, QZ Asset Management has offered us an opportunity, which is a basic one, and you come with your 100 US dollars, and they are saying between 100 US dollars to 900 US dollars, you are going to earn for yourself 3.5%, right? 3.5% from what? From the money that you have brought between 100 US dollars and 900 US dollars. And remember, I cannot forget to tell you that your capital is 100% protected. And I know the moment you start with 100 US dollars, you're going to be excited about those Mondays when you get paid. And suddenly you're like, no. What I was afraid of, it is not so. So I'm going to come with my 1,000 US dollars. And there we are saying you are an elite. In elite, ladies and gentlemen, you are doing big now. Hey, you are doing big now. You are going to allow our big data artificial intelligence to do the work. And because you have given it enough money, it's going to give you enough profit. Ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, there when you come with anything from 1,000 US dollars and above, the company will give you 7%. And let me tell you something. Hey, from the beginning, we were told that they are still trying to lift us up. But soon, ladies and gentlemen, the percentages are going to change. So you need to come on board right now with your 1,000, and definitely every Monday you are going to smile all the way to your back office to withdraw your money, as you'll be having $7% rather, 7% of the amount that you have invested from 1,000 and above. Everybody at QZ Asset Management is smiling on Mondays, ladies and gentlemen. That is very beautiful. Okay, and here we can see how they are explaining the capital protection scheme, ladies and gentlemen. It is exactly what we have already explained, that you bring your $100 between 100 up until 900, and then they just match it. It becomes times twice as much as you have brought, ladies and gentlemen. And on a weekly basis, your return of investment is 3.5%, right? And of course, it's not gonna be forever. It's not gonna be forever. You're not going to get the 3.5% forever and ever. Nah, we're speaking sustainability here. You're going to get it up until 400%. In other words, your $100 will give you back $400. Where have you seen that, ladies and gentlemen? Only at QZ Asset Management in a very short period of time. And if you bring in your 1,000, of course, as well, they will match it. If minimum 1,000, I'm just making an example with the figures here. Minimum 1,000, they will match it again, and then you're going to make 7% on a weekly basis. And ladies and gentlemen, up until you have gotten your 400% in return, your return of investment. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, your capital is they have matched it 1:1. The stop loss, they put it on 50%. And I'm telling you, the weekly payout every Monday after 9 a.m. my South African time, after 8 a.m. Nigerian time, after 7 a.m. GMT. So now, ladies and gentlemen, get so excited. These days, they arrive very quickly. They arrive very quickly. Just when it's Sunday, you feel like you're getting broke. Boom, there is Monday is here for you. You are going to get paid, and you smile yet again, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, you are able to withdraw your money any day, anytime. Most of the people are asking me, when do we withdraw our money? Any day. I made a withdrawal yesterday. I made a withdrawal today. I'm going to make a withdrawal tomorrow, anytime, ladies and gentlemen. But for you to be able to make your withdrawal, you need to submit your ID. You need to do your KYC. KYC meaning know your customer. They must know their customer. Submit your ID. It does not take long to be approved, for as long as it matches the information in your back office, ladies and gentlemen. Minimum withdrawal, of course, is $10. And of course, your withdrawal will hit your exchange, or rather your wallet, within 48 hours. But let me tell you something. Don't tell them that I told you. In my case, it never takes 24 hours. And I don't think there are people who have been experiencing more than 24 hours. However, as the company grows, of course, and as we get excited, sometimes it can take longer because they have to cater for everyone, ladies and gentlemen. And there is a withdrawal admin fee of $5. Yes, whether you withdraw $50 or you withdraw $50 million or you withdraw 50 whatever, you are going to pay just $5. It is beautiful. There's no percentage when coming to the withdrawal admin fee. $5 each time you are withdrawing, ladies and gentlemen. So that's our capital protection right there. And we can compare. We know where we are from, ladies and gentlemen. We are from different platforms, traditional investment versus QZ asset management. Let us look at them. With the traditional investment, we know that return of investment is only based on the asset under management. They do not match at all. Whereas with ours, as you are bringing your $100, they are going to trade it as $200. And return of investment is based on twice of what you have brought. Listen, that's when you then begin, things are starting to make sense. You're like, oh, I thought it's too good to be true. How can $100 give me 7% on weekly basis? It is because it has been matched. So it is able to make that. And hey, if you can go to your back office, ladies and gentlemen, at the top there, you're going to click on download. You'll be downloading on your Android phone an app that's going to show the trades running live. And I'm telling you, don't get a heart attack when you get there, because you are going to see huge profits. I no longer visit mine because I'm looking at those huge profits and I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't know that this robot is making so much profit. So with QZ Asset Management, ladies and gentlemen, there's so much money. And also in the traditional investment, there are no capital protection, of course, but with us, QZ Asset Management, 100% 95%. These people are not saying 95%. Huh? They're not saying 99.9999% capital protection. No, 100%, 100%, ladies and gentlemen, protected. 100% protected, ladies and gentlemen. This is beautiful. Yo, who wouldn't want this? And then the traditional investment as well, the transparency is very low. They don't want to show, right? But with our QZ asset management, their transparency, ladies and gentlemen, is so humbling. It's so humbling. Even right now, it is after 3 a.m., but we have them on the Zoom as I am speaking. Like, what are they here for? To just share with us what they are doing behind the scenes. They're just being transparent. They are showing, ladies and gentlemen, anything you want to see. They're just so out there. They are not hiding anything. So now that's our QZ asset management. Transparency, very good. We tick right there. And then when coming to traditional investment, no escrow is applicable. They don't have liquidity providers. If they have, we don't even know them. We have not even heard about them. But with our QZ asset management, we've got third-party escrow, and we've got this credible liquidity. They're not just liquidity providers. They are credible ones. I mean, when you speak of KPMG, I mean, who does not know? Even in my country, we've got KPMG. We speak of Barclays, ladies and gentlemen, the Bank of China. There's too much power. JP Morgan's. I never knew of the JP Morgan's until one day when I was transferring money to a sister of mine, and I had to look for her bank on my FNB, the list of banks, right? And as I was looking for her bank there, I wanted to pay. I saw JP Morgan's. Yay! My excitement was deeper than the oceans, ladies and gentlemen, because I was like, this is our liquidity provider, And then when coming to traditional investment, they trade by human, emotional bias and herd mentality. I know, I'm a trader myself. I used to sit on my laptop. I would make money today, lose it tomorrow. And when I lost it, I want to chase my losses. I make wrong decisions. It's very emotional when coming to trading, because we're speaking money here, right? So sometimes you thought you analyzed well, it didn't happen, right? Sometimes we even tell people that maybe if we can combine so much money and we'll be able to just chase these losses until we make profit, and suddenly, boom, your account is blown. And you give your account to somebody who's got experience, they're doing well, and suddenly 3 months down the line, the account is blown. But with our QZ asset management, ladies and gentlemen, it's a robot. It does not have emotions. It does not have feelings. It does not change its mind. It does not even have the mind. It takes only the instructions made by our Professor Blake Young, ladies and gentlemen. It is so fast. It's bias-free decision making. Strictly follow algorithms, ladies and gentlemen. So you can imagine how safe we are. While we are sleeping, the robot makes money for us. While we are taking a bath, the robot just trades for us. I am laughing because sometimes when you are a traditional trader, sometimes you trade and you have to go to church, right? And you're looking at the time, you're like wondering, am I going to win? Am I going to lose? You end up going to church with one mind, or you're going to work, or you're going, but with our BDA, ladies and gentlemen, you just go and worship at church with your hands lifted without thinking of if you're going to lose or win. Why? Because the robot is doing the most. I am loving this, ladies and gentlemen. And over and above everything, I know that most of us, we make decisions based on excitement and all that. We forget that we have money to pay. This money that we are using, we need to pay school fees, or we have to pay whatsoever. And suddenly you remember after investing. Now, if it's the first 30 days, the company says not a problem, but there are going to be charges, penalties, because already the money is being traded. So you can only get 50%, ladies and gentlemen. And if it's the next 31st to the 60th day, you're going to be penalized 25%. And if it's 61st days to 90th day, of course, you can request your money back and only be penalized 10%. But the moment you are on the 91st day, it is understandable. Really, your reason for wanting your money back should be very valid, especially because you would have even experienced a lot of profit. So you are not going to be penalized at all. Of course, they are terms and conditions, ladies and gentlemen. gentlemen. Now, if at all you were here and somebody has invited you and said, come and hear, I am telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with you. We are done with you. We are saying you are safe with the QZ Asset Management. It's credible, ladies and gentlemen. It's sustainable. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. And as well, some of us are the owners of proof. Then that means we are done. Every Monday, you'll be smiling with us. You'll be screaming with us. You will be marveling with us. You'll be forced to go down on your knees and say, wow, God, you are good, because you are earning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm speaking like this from experience. Now, that means we are done with you. But permit me to say, please do not go at all, because I'm going to show you a place that made more than 6 millionaires within 3 months in this business. And that place is none other than Introducing Broker Program. This is the place where I saw millionaires being made right in front of my eyes. I was telling somebody today that, if it was not paying debt there and there, I would also be standing here and say, I'm a millionaire. But I heard somebody saying, you are not a millionaire if the million is not sitting in the bank. You have used the money. You are a millionaire if you've got a million in your bank account, bored, doing nothing there. So I realized that, I cannot brag as yet about being a millionaire. But my testimony is that, of course, I have seen more than that coming into my account through QZ Asset Management in less than 4 months, ladies and gentlemen. So please, you might not be interested in becoming an introducing broker, but just stay a bit. Maybe you can advise your cousin, your friend, or somebody who's unemployed and tell them that they can hire themselves. You can tell them that it's not the end of the world, that they've got a degree that they are not using. They can actually earn more than what their degree can give them, ladies and gentlemen, by becoming introducing broker. Ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, this is the site, or rather the part that I really felt like, here protocol is changing. This part, ladies and gentlemen, it is where I want to assure you that it is shaming the wise, when the lowly, ordinary people, are just doing, the most through this platform here, Introducing Broker Program, ladies and gentlemen. In any case, let me just continue to explain to you how it works. The moment you hire yourself, you remember step number 1, you register with the link of the person who introduced you in here. You invest your money. You decide that you go for basic or you go for elite. I recommend elite. You are going to smile all the way. But if you do not have that $1,000, you can do anything less, and then make sure you become an introducing broker. And through becoming an introducing broker, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to raise funds for you to become an elite. Anyway, how are you going to raise funds? You are going to raise funds by sharing the opportunity with other people. And when you share the opportunity with other people, they invest like you invested. The company will give you 10% of their money, the money that they have put into the investment. The company will give you that 10%, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm loving this. Indeed, I'm loving this, because the very 10% is not taken from those people, but rather is taken from their return of investment that you are supposed to take. And I'm going to tell you more about that during training. You must come and you are going to love it. You are going to actually appreciate this system. And the moment you are an introducing broker, remember, you invited me and you got my 10%. And if we continue, you are building your team, the company will say, all right, on daily basis, they will look at how your team is performing, and they will give you 10% from your team work, ladies and gentlemen, from the lower, or rather the lesser, or rather the weaker leg. And that as well, will look at it during training, and you realize that there is money here. There is money here. This is where the millionaires were made. Remember, you can still invest and just enjoy your return of investment. But if you're like me, who is not employed, you can definitely say, no, I'll invest and as well become an introducing broker, ladies and gentlemen, and get 10% of the money, or rather the business that I'm bringing into the company instantly. You'll be able to withdraw your money there and there, ladies and gentlemen, and as well, you're going to get 10% on the binary bonus. And remember, it's not forever. It shall be within the 400% that they have promised you. It is not an extra money. I was telling somebody that whether you recruit or you don't recruit, you share the opportunity or you don't share the opportunity, you are going to get 400%. You are going to get 4 times what you have brought into the business. That's the beauty of this business, ladies and gentlemen. No one is getting extra. It's just that some of the people who decided to build the opportunity, to build the business, to become introducing brokers, they are getting their return of investment quicker than those who are not introducing brokers. So be smart. Either you want to arrive there quicker or you just want to walk slowly. It's okay. Even tortoises were admitted into the Noah's Ark. You can take your time. You will still get your 400% at the end of everything, ladies and gentlemen. So now affiliate bonus will instantly be paid into USDT wallet upon successful activation, and you'll be able to withdraw it right there. You don't withdraw only on Mondays. You withdraw for as long as there's money in your account, withdraw it. And actually withdraw it. It's sitting there. It's not helping anyone. So just withdraw it. And binary bonus on daily basis, people are crying on daily basis. Ooh, you know, in QZ Asset Management, they deal with your jealousy because you're going to start by being jealous. Like people are celebrating today. Tomorrow again, you are jealous. People are celebrating. The other day, celebrating, you become jealous. And you eventually get used to it. You just understand, you know, here it's just all about money. You get used to it, ladies and gentlemen. So that's very beautiful. On daily basis, we do get paid if we are doing what needs to be done. And they're giving us an example here, ladies and gentlemen, that there is you at the top there, binary, meaning you've got 2 people, one on the left, one on the right? So it's important to understand that this is just an example. You don't have to do the way they are saying. They're only illustrating here that you can make it easy. You just sign up and you bring your 2 people. The other one obviously will be on the left and the other one will be on the right. And you speak to your 2 people, B and C, and say, you know what, guys, duplicate me. Do exactly what I did. Bring your number 1 and your number 2s. And your B and your C, they bring their D and E, and the C will bring F and G, and they get their 10%, ladies and gentlemen. And at the end of the day, the following day, the company will look at the weaker leg and pay you the 10%, right? It's so beautiful. The teamwork, ladies and gentlemen. I was telling somebody today that, you know what, yesterday I didn't sign up anyone into the business, but today I just got paid from my team. Even when I didn't sign up, I don't like it when I don't sign up people, of course, but the days that I didn't sign up, I'm still going to get paid because somebody in my team definitely has signed up somebody and I'm going to get paid. This is beautiful. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, ladies and gentlemen. So you can actually use the strategy of 2 by 2, 2 by 2, but please make sure that you don't rely on your people who are coming on board. Keep on pushing yourself because you're the one who's got goals, ladies and gentlemen. Just work and duplicate yourself, encourage them. And here it is just an illustration of the picture that we saw, ladies and gentlemen. They're explaining your first level, second level. This first level and second level, they're only talking about generations. Like first level, they are my children. Second level, my grandchildren. Third level, my great-grandchildren. In other words, these first level are those who were referred by me into the business. Second level are those who were referred by the people that I referred. And third level are the people who referred by the people that I referred. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. So in other words, for as long as you are growing your team, you are making money. But please don't depend on people bringing people. You go and get people. Hire yourself. Be your own boss. Sign that check. It's a blank check that we've been given. Do you want that money? Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, that you give it to yourself. There's too much power right there. And what I love about this company, I've never seen such. They say make money and it will pay you for making money. What? Yes, make money, we will pay you for making money. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? It simply means when you put effort and you earn for yourself, they are going to encourage you, and they call it International Recognition Program. They are recognizing you. And we've got some ranks here. They call them ranks, ladies and gentlemen, and more than them being ranks, it's not ranks positionally. It is not the position whereby, you are on that high position. No, it's about money. It's about you making money. So the first rank we can see, it's a junior vice president. And as a junior vice president, you just have to earn 5,000. The fact that you earned, I mean, you ate 5,000 US dollars, you ate it from QZ Asset Management. QZ Asset Management say, what? You have just eaten 5,000. You've made 5,000 from us. Let us give you, we are going to give you 888 wealth all the way. The fact that you made money, you can imagine, ladies and gentlemen. So if you don't make money, if you decide to fold your hands and not make money, you will watch others and celebrate others, and you're not going to make it, right? So make sure that you make money for yourself. And when you make money for yourself, you are going to get more money coming to you. My favorite book, remember the story of the talents, whereby this one who decided not to work their QZ Asset Management, what they had was taken away from them. And who was it given to? It was given to those, ladies and gentlemen, who are working. So there's a mystery right there. They are saying, make money and we'll give you more money. And don't be satisfied with 888. Don't be satisfied with 888. Move, junior vice president. Move, get more people, build your team, encourage your members, bring them on board and become a vice president. And you would have earned that time 10,000 US dollars. And the company says, yes, we need you in Shanghai. Come on now, we need you in Shanghai. We are going to Shanghai with you, and us going to Shanghai with you, we are going to make sure that we pay everything for you. Don't worry that you have to pay for your flights or your hotel. They are going to pay for you only because you made money for yourself. What manner of a business is this, ladies and gentlemen? And because you are excited, ladies and gentlemen, they say, no, we are not done with you. Show us more of what you are made of. Bring more business into the company. Make money for yourself. If you can earn 35,000 US dollars, we are definitely going to give you a whooping. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, yeah, even if you don't want those intensive like a Rolex, yeah, you can actually go for the money. You can actually go for the money. I'm laughing like this, ladies and gentlemen, because I know most of us are like, oh no, I do have a clock on my phone, so why should I get a Rolex? Hey, I'm going to take the 10,888. I'm going to bank it, ladies and gentlemen. So you can imagine. So if you can't take the Rolex, you can go for your 10,888. And of course, you are going to say, hey, I want to go up. I saw people doing it. I'm going to make it. The moment you earn 90,000 US dollars with QZ Asset Management, they're saying, wow, here is a watch for you. If you don't want the watch, ladies and gentlemen, you can go for 30,888 in my own currency. That's about 500,000, $500,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce tonight that I am one of the executive vice president. I qualified only yesterday. I'm still very much excited. I'm still pinching myself. I was saying I'm going to sue QZ Asset Management, because as I'm pinching myself, I'm getting those scars because I'm like, oh, is it really me? Is it really me? And I'm blaming QZ Asset Management for causing me to pinch myself. Guys, I have just begged $500,000 only because I earned already what is required, and I decided to just do what needs to be done. I shut my ears from criticism. I shut my ears from assumptions. I shut my ears from what will people say, because I know that excuses never pay bills, and I ran. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited and I'm grateful. If one can do it, you also can do it. I thought it is far-fetched to become an executive vice president. Actually, I never saw it coming, but it arrived, ladies and gentlemen. And that's not the end of the road there. They are saying there is director program, ladies and gentlemen, that you can actually get to. And thereby director program, you must have earned 300 US dollars. And I'm telling you guys, here you'll have a challenge with choosing. Are you going to go for the money, or you're going to go for the Porsche? Ladies and gentlemen, are you going to go for the money, or you're going to go for the Porsche? The money will be 130,888 US dollars, ladies and gentlemen. And right there, you can imagine in my currency, it's more than 2 million rands. So you have to choose, what are you going to go for? Is it money or the box? Ladies and gentlemen, QZ Asset Management, they are actually saying to you, if you make money for yourself, they will compensate you. And somebody might be saying, is it really possible? I am here, ladies and gentlemen, to show that it is indeed possible, ladies and gentlemen. As I am showing my screen right now, it is indeed possible, because some people, they think these are just pictures on the PDF. These are just fake promises. We've already seen in December people qualifying for the first one, and now they are qualifying. We can see here, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our director, and not just one director. We've got this director of ours as well, the original director, ladies and gentlemen, as well, who is our leader, Hlengiwe. It is all possible, ladies and gentlemen. And I need you to understand that these are not the only ones. I'm not sure if you can see my screen right there, because I am busy showing my screen here, whereby you can see that this is a possible deal, ladies and gentlemen. We actually, so far, those who have qualified for more than 2 million, they are 5 so far, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, as you can see right there, ladies and gentlemen, we also have our executive vice presidents as well, and we are so excited. We are saying congratulations. I am showing only to say it is all possible. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, you can also do it as they have done it, ladies and gentlemen. And we are saying congratulations to all of them, even other ranks, because you start somewhere. No one became a director from beginning. We all started somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. This is just to say we can all make it, ladies and gentlemen, because it is definitely possible. Hey, I'm telling you, right there, we can see they are showing us there how you are going to become a director, executive vice president, senior vice president, and also the junior vice president. You just have to do what needs to be done, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, yesterday was the last day, ladies and gentlemen, where your points were multiplied by 3 in order for you to get to the next rank. However, February is here. You don't have to earn that $5,000 for you to become a junior vice president. Just earn 2.5 and the company will multiply it for you by 2, ladies and gentlemen. And you qualify like that. Let us run. This is the first day of February. We have an opportunity here, ladies and gentlemen. So as well, March, we are going normal, where it will be just times 1. It will be only multiplied by 1. So February is a month where we need to really run and get those ranks. And once we got in the ranks, ladies and gentlemen, that's when then we are definitely going to make that money, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm saying my name is Ntabiseng Makongo, a proud introducing broker at QZ Asset Management. Permit me to say, as part of QZ Asset Management, what matters to you matters to us. Ladies and gentlemen, it has taken a little bit longer, and probably because of network and the glitches there and there. However, it can never be a waste of time. Thank you so much for making it, as I'm going to introduce our wonderful, selfless, powerful, great marketing manager, whom, of course, I took pictures with when he was in Joburg, none other than Mark. Mark, my leader, thank you so much for staying this long as I hand over to you. Bless you.
Thank you. Okay. First of all, how the powerful host, how the powerful presenter tonight, and congratulations, our new EEP tonight. Okay. Please hold on a second. I need to share my screen, and I hope everyone can see my share screen in here. Okay. Yes. Try again. Okay, I need to finish someone share screen first. Okay, thank you. Yes, okay. Right now, I hope you can see my share screen. And please allow me to introduce myself first. And it's a wonderful night, right? Okay. Okay, so good evening. My name is Mark, and I'm the marketing director of the QZ Asset Management. So before I start my presentation tonight, I would like to remind everyone, you can write down your question and send it to the host, and I will answer your question with my translator and after my presentation. So now I will spend a few more minutes to share with you on the 3 take-home message and our marketing expansion plan. So the first take-home message is we are licensed and regulated since 2012. So on the left, you can see it is our license, and you can search from the government website. On the right, you can see the how strict and difficult it is apply and maintain this license. And we can compare to the other financial license like Australia, USA, ASIC, and New Zealand FMA. So the second take-home message is that your capital will be 100% protect. Because of our capital protection scheme, the QZ will match 1-to-1 to your investment amount. And by setting the stop loss at 50%, your capital will never be lost. The QZ is able to get a good leverage and liquidity from our liquidity provider due to our excellent trade record over the past 10 years. The third and the last take-home message is the design of the compensation plan will both reward and recognize the effort of all our loyal distributors who can help expand our market share. So our trading module video will explain how the income cap mechanism will ensure the binary that we use are safe, sustainable, and won't collapse. So the video can be downloaded from our member back office. So please make sure you download it and watch it in your free time. Now let's move on to the marketing expansion plan. So as we all know, COVID-19 has affected near every business since its outbreak in June 2020. Our retail business expansion is also affected in the Asia Pacific region. QZ made a decision in early 2022 to divert some resources from the Asia Pacific market to the emerging market in Africa and Latin America. So I'm glad to announce that since August 2022. And we have now expanded our market presence to almost all the countries on the Africa and Latin America continent. From this two article was published on Bloomberg, and you can see the company is proceeding on with our global expansion, and we will be setting up the office in our emerging market. The decision of where we will be setting up the office, it will be based on the demographic of our client. And I'm also glad to announce that we had the first office at the beautiful coastal city of Durban, South Africa. Our first regional office in Durban has just opened on the 14th January 2023, and this is a small step for us in South Africa, but it's the one giant leap for the entire emerging market. The second regional office will be located in Johannesburg, South Africa, and will be open in March, and it will be located in the Freeman Tower in Sefton. As I just mentioned, the company will be set up the regional office in city based on the demographic of our client. So from this slide, you can able to see the schedule of the opening of our office in this country. Since October 2022, the company has been embarking on a series of the online and offline branding campaign. And we are now live on Facebook and Twitter. Remember, you can follow us to get a real-time update on our development. After near 3 years from our last fintech participation due to the pandemic, and I'm also glad to announce that the company will be participating in a few fintech expo in 2023. The expo all of you will looking forward to will be the fintech summit in Johannesburg, South Africa on 21st June, and it is going to be a HandTech 2023. And we hope to see all of you in this expo. Our company and our CEO, Professor Blake Young, has consistently been featured in many financial magazines and news reports. He was featured on Time Magazine China in 2019 and will soon be featured in many other prints, especially in January 2023, in addition to being selected as the world's top 30 CEO by Silicon Review and also the cover of the CEO View. And we have also been featured so many online and offline media. This is the article and advertisement that was published on Nigeria, the Guardian, and Ghana's Daily Graphic. This is the Christmas greeting advertisement published on the various newspapers in South Africa, Nigeria, and Ghana. The other overnight branding campaign will include the billboard along highways, on building and major airport in Africa. The big billboard advertisement in OR Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg and will be up in February 2023. So for those of you departing for the OR Tambo to our February Bangkok event, please remember to look out for these huge banners. So as you can see, these two digital billboard advertisement is already up at N1 and N3 highway in Johannesburg for those of you residing in South Africa. So please remember to go take a selfie with the digital ad at your free time. So during